This is another sign of the times, an analysis, and a commentary. Revelation chapter 13, verse 18. This is where it calls for wisdom. Let the one who has insight calculate the number of the wild beast, for it is a man's number, and its number is 666. Donald Trump is evil and is of the devil, spiritually speaking. Let those who have spiritual discernment understand. Podcaster Joe Rogan has confronted former President Donald Trump, the GOP presidential nominee, about his 2020 election fraud claims, asking for what evidence he has to prove such claims. In the wake of his 2020 election loss to now President Joe Biden, Trump repeatedly claimed that the election was stolen from him by widespread voter fraud. There is no evidence to support such claims, and when Rogan asked him about it during a 3-hour interview on the Joe Rogan Experience podcast, Trump seemed to struggle to give a clear answer. I want to talk about 2020 because you said over and over again that you were robbed in 2020. How do you think you were robbed? Rogan asked Trump. Trump said he'd rather talk about it another time when he would bring in papers that you would not believe. When pressed by Rogan for some examples of how the 2020 election was stolen, the former president said they were supposed to get legislative approval to do the things they did. In many cases, they didn't get it. It is unclear who Trump was referring to, but many states modified their absentee mail-in voting procedures for the 2020 election due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Rogan then asked what things didn't get legislative approval. But, of course, Donald Trump is just making things up. It's what he does. He is a liar, and he tells a lot of lies.
What message do you think it sends to independent voters when you do not directly answer the question, did Donald Trump lose in 2020?
Sir, look. First of all, on the election of 2020, I've answered this question directly a million times. No. I think there are serious problems in 2020. So did Donald Trump lose the election? Not by the words that I would use. Okay? So look, we could, but look, if you agree or disagree with me on this issue.
Donald Trump and J.D. Vance are unfit to be President and Vice President of the United States of America because they are liars. They are of the darkness, and they are not right. Again, Revelation chapter 13, verse 18. Here is wisdom. Let him who has understanding calculate the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man. His number is 666. And these are more signs of the times.